and welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and today we're starting a series that I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do it right away or over time, depends upon how I feel, I suppose. Covering the Sleepaway Camp series. I understand that for my faithful viewers, all like four of you, that this is a little different than what I normally do for Let's Talk Spoop, in that Sleepaway Camp is actually a very famous, well-known slasher series, but I've never seen them. So I figured we would talk about them. Otherwise, if we want to talk about other famous slasher series, I've seen a lot of them. I don't know if I've seen all of them. Anyway, moving on. So, Sleepaway Camp, episode 1, is... I watched it on Shudder. However, it's available on Shudder, Roku TV, Vudu, Tubi, Popcorn Flicks, and Pluto? Yeah, Pluto. So you have lots of watching options if this movie strikes your fancy. So, as per normal, we break down whatever movie we watch into 6 categories. Those categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and creep. So, let's just jump right in. So, story. The movie opens up with some kids and their dad on a boat, and the boat capsizes, and some kids who are not paying attention to what they're doing are driving a speedboat, and they crash into it, and they kill one of the kids and the dad. That's the opening. Then it cuts to the surviving child, a girl named Angela, and her cousin Ricky, with Ricky's mom, and they're getting ready to go to their camp that they're going to, which I actually can't remember the name of. It's like Awaka, something like that, Arawak, something like that. And then at the camp, like, there's this creepy head cook who says some super inappropriate stuff to be saying about children that are about the age of 12. Then, subsequently, he attempts to rape Angela. Angela's cousin intervenes, they run off, and then he gets boiling hot soup poured on his body, resulting in what appeared to be second degree, possibly third degree burns all over his body. It was really gross. And then from that point on, pretty much anybody who messes with Angela gets murdered. Badly. Horrible murders. There's some pretty cool ones. Somebody gets drowned. One guy gets stung to death by bees. Yeah. Lots of other stuff. So, for the story, not bad for a slasher film. 3 out of 5. The acting. Oh, my God. The acting. So, it's schlocky 80s acting, very, very, very thick New York accents just flying everywhere. I have a note in here that says the mom, like, what the F? Because the mom of Ricky, the cousin, is just this ridiculous, over-the-top character. And these children are incredibly foul-mouthed for kids that are, like, in their teens and preteens. Like, they say some pretty bad words, like a lot of really bad words. So, acting, 2 out of 5. It was not by any means impressive acting, so 2 out of 5. The music, oh god, my 80s nostalgia horror film music hit me right in the heart. I loved it. 4 out of 5 for music. Atmosphere. So it opens up with the opening credits, and it's like this camera's kind of panning through what looks to be a very nice summer camp, and in the background they have like the sound of people having fun, people playing, but the camp is completely empty, and it kind of really sets the atmosphere of like, this is going to be sad, right? Like, bad things are going to happen. Creepy. It was really creepy. They did a good job of simulating what summer camp was like, for me at least. Like, the kids playing pranks on each other, foul-mouthed kids, boys hitting on girls, all that stuff was really well done in the simulation of it. So for atmosphere, definitely felt like a summer camp. 4 out of 5. The special effects are good for an 80s film for the most part. The deaths are interesting because the majority of the victims in Sleepaway Camp are all teens or preteens, which they really skirted the line because in the 80s you really couldn't get away with killing children on television or movies. It was just a rule that they would not let you do it. So they kill off a bunch of kids, but they do it in a way that implies the death but doesn't actually like show it, which was pretty cool. The really only thing that kind of takes away from the look, because you have to look at this through a lens of 80s movies, is at the very, very end, there is just a ridiculous, silly AF special effects going on that were absolutely unnecessary anyway. So that marked it down a little bit. 3 out of 5 for look. Creep. Lots of dead kids, which kind of hits you a little hard. But other than that, movie's not really creepy. It didn't really... I wasn't sitting on the edge of my couch. I wasn't really engaged that much in the creepiness of it. So, unfortunately, I gave it a 1 out of 5 for Creep. So, we tally all those up, and we get a 2.8 out of 5 skulls for Sleepaway Camp on Shudder, Roku, Vudu, Tubi TV, Netflix, Popcorn Flix, and Pluto.